guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle series, the School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Basketball ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2018 season. It is Friday. Hope you're all ready for the weekend. Had a great week up so far, guys, and today we're going to be finishing up with our Charzard X Yanmega team before we go into our Sunday review episode. Look at the team in general, how it's performed this week, and possibly make a few changes. So after today's episode, if you feel you've got any strong urges in regards to changes and anything like that, do leave a comment down below, let me know your opinions, and I will take them on board for when we do that episode on Sunday. So thank you so much as well for tuning in, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you are, and as always, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like. It does really help the videos and the channel in general. And is there anything else to say? I don't think so. I think we can just cut straight to the chase, jump in to the battle spot and get on with a couple of games, because this is why you're here, guys, isn't it? So we're playing the Charzard X, the Yanmega, the Hitmontop, the Rotom Wash, Kartana, and Charzard? Tyranitar. We've already said Charizard. Come on, Lee. Wake up! Wake up! It's Friday. I know the weekend's here, but we need to concentrate a little bit harder for the next couple of games that we've got coming out. So, what have we taken away so far this week? We've taken away that a ground type would be nice. We've not missed it massively. We've got around it alright. Some of our team selections on Monday in particular, that very first game that we played, wasn't so good. So we're still adjusting to the team a little bit and maybe just learning how it operates a little bit. Kartana, maybe think about bulking it out a little bit as well, because the set that we've got at the minute is very frail. We saw how much that Moonblast did from that Finny in yesterday's episode, and it really cost us switching it in and just not utilising it from full health. But we'll go into more detail about that, like I say, on Sunday's review episode when we make some changes going into next week. But now we have our first opponent of the day, playing a team of Salamence, Kartana, Tapu Fini, Incineroar, Cresselia, and Gastrodon. That big pause there just while I digested the fact that Yanmega could be quite good in this game. Yanmega is going to be very good in this game. With the speed boost, we'll be able to hit that Salamence with Impact Eyes, hits Kartana for very good damage, resists its attacks, hits Incineroar for good damage, hits that Cresselia for huge damage, and the Gastrodon there is going to be a bit problematic, but we do have something called Kartana on our team that we can utilise as well. I think it's obvious that I want to lead Hitmontop just to trade fake outs at least with that Incineroar that we'll see coming out. The Intimidate's also going to be very good for the Incineroar, Kartana, Salamence. We do want to lead Yanmega for sure. I think I do want to bring Charex, and I probably want to bring Kartana in the back as well. It gives us a nice matchup against the Gastrodon. The Tapu Fini can hit the Incineroar for good damage. We need to be careful for the Salamence, obviously throwing those big flying type attacks out, and the Kartana as well, the Secret Sword. So let's go into this. Good luck to my opponent. And your very nice V-neck indigo shirt, I guess that's what colour it is, and we'll get into this first one today, guys. So let's see what we're going to expect from a lead. I expect Salamence to come out as a lead, potentially Incineroar. Yeah, it's a double Intimidate. We might need to make a bit of a weird play here. We might need to like, we take an attack from the Incineroar, we might need to make the fake out protect play, which you generally do not see. So we know Top is going to be faster than the Incineroar, getting the Intimidate off there first. So we can fake out the Salamence pretty confident. We'll get that off first, and like I say, just protect the Yanmega, because we need to outspeed the Salamence at least. Salamence going to Mega Evolve. Hopefully we just go for trading fake outs, but it's just the case that if my opponent decides to Flare Blitz this turn into the Yanmega, this is like such a strange play to make as well, because we're not really making much traction, but for that reason, that's why I'm making this play. Incineroar might attack into the top, obviously, but no, just faking out, trading fake outs, and we are going to get a free speed boost. And that puts us in line to take down the Salamence if we'd like to. Now, the big question is, does my opponent leave the Salamence in to take in my ice, or does he switch it out? I'd expect my opponent to potentially switch it out, but at the same time, what happens if we don't target it? And that's what you've got to think of. Like the Salamence could Hyper Voice, could definitely do a lot of damage. It could be a bulky Salamence as well, so we might need that helping hand support. Or we could feel pressured and just want to switch it out in general. I'm going to helping hand with top regardless. Now, do we go for the Buggy MZ into the Incineroar, getting rid of that, or do we go for the Hidden Part Ice? I feel like the Hidden Part Ice is the better play. We might see the Incineroar just go for a Flare Blitz, but we should take it on -1 with Yanmega. No Protect coming out from the Salamence. We're going to get the Hidden Part Ice. This is big. We should, yes, we do get it. Right. Prime position. Flare Blitz, I'd imagine. Oh, U-turn. Even better. Ah, perfect. The Incineroar switching out, but it does mean the Incineroar can come back in this next turn and utilize that fake out, possibly bring the Cresselia in. Yep, and set up that Trick Room, which is not going to be ideal for us at all. And you're going to fake out. You're going to 100% fake out the Yanmega. 100%. Oh, it's a Kartana. Huh. Well, we just helping hand buggy him into the crest. There's no way it takes that. And even if the Incineroar comes in, it goes down to that. So we're going to get some buggy action going on. I'm going to see a helping hand come up from the Cresselia into the Kartana. I don't mind that too much. I mean, he could take top down, but we've still got Charzard in the back. And Yanmega is going for the Savage Spin Out. The crazy Z move that it is. It's very cool. We're going to wrap Cresselia in. Lots of strings and throw it round. And for some reason, that's super effective. There we go. Cocoon you up, Cresselia. It's a good episode title, isn't it? And there we are. So, there we go. Best crest killer on the market, guys. You can get it right here. Salesman of the Year. I'm going to see a Z-move, a Bloom Doom, coming out. If this is into the Yanmega, you've got to question why. Because we resist this 4 times. We are Bug and we are Flying. Even Helping Hand boosted, it's not even going to touch the sides. Even though Yanmega is weak, it would more likely be into that Tip on top, which is fine. And we know Bug Buzz now will take down this Kartana. 100%. 100%. We are going to see it get a beast boost. But we do get another speed boost as well. And even if the Kartana sets up a Tailwind now. I mean, I'm not going to bring in Kartana yet. I don't want it to be intimidated. All we need to do is chip this Incineroar for Kartana to finish it off later. We've got the fake out to contend with, obviously, but we could just double protect here. I mean, or do we just go for a Dragon Dance, Mega Evolve and Dragon Dance? I mean, you probably have to fake out the Charizard, to be honest. I'm going to Dragon Dance, and I'm going to, like, what are we on? Speed wise, 3 will be +4, so it doesn't even matter if the Tailwind gets set up. I could just Bug Buzz. Like, we will go down to an Incineroar attack though if we get Flare Blitzed into that slot, and the Kartana potentially protects. But we are going to Mega Evolve, going to get a Dragon Dance off. Hopefully. Like I say, it makes more sense to fake out the Charizard slot than anything else here. You probably don't really... There's a fake out into... Yeah, the Charizard makes a lot of sense. You see a Leaf Blade into that slot as well. Big damage, but not so much really. Even +1, not doing so much. Right. I'm just going to Flare Blitz the Kartana, and I'm going to actually Bug Buzz. We'll probably see a Sacred Sword come out though into the Charizard, but do we take that? I don't know. This could go seriously wrong. We probably want to Dragon Dance with Charzard more than anything, and Bug Buzz the Kartana. Let's see. He might protect the Kartana and Flare Blitz, but it gives us a free Dragon Dance. Yeah, it's going to happen. And that's why it might have been better going into the Incineroar here with the Bug Buzz rather than the Kartana, and kind of predicting that play. It's what my opponent had to do, but at the same time, we're not in the worst of situations here because we get the Kartana with the Charizard X the next turn. The Incineroar is going to get the Yanmega for sure, but it's going to take a boatload of recoil on the way down. Yanmega's done a good job here. Was he taking the Cresselia down? Could have taken the Kartana down as well. But I think now we just protect Kartana, we Flare Blitz into the opposing Kartana, and then we can double the Incineroar with a Thunder Punch Sacred Sword, and that should be enough to take it down. So we'll Flare Blitz, and we'll just detect as well. We could have just attacked with Kartana here because we have got the Sash as well, so that's something we could have considered. There's a Flare Blitz. So if we see a knockoff, I guess, knockoff into Char, we take it. Oh, we do. We do! This Char is good. This Char is strong. So we'll go for that Thunder Punch and we'll go for a Sacred Sword, but we're sitting in a pretty nice position right now. And yet the Yanmega taking down the Salamence, taking down the Cresselia, huge job for this problem for the back part of this team. So, and then Charizard X and Kartana coming in and cleaning up. So very good game to my opponent, and a nice victory there for us. Yanmega putting in some work. Like I said, there was that one turn we could have made it a lot easier on ourselves, predicting the protect on the Kartana and going into the Incineroar just to get some damage onto it and put it in Sacred Sword range, which that Bug Buzz would have done. But it turned out alright in the end, so we can't worry about that too much. And there was reasoning behind our play, I guess, and we kind of covered ourselves with a Dragon Dance anyway. So all alright in the end. Now let's move on to our next game of the day, and hopefully find an opponent pretty quickly. And I am actually really enjoying this team. It was really hard work putting it together at the weekend, really hard work. But I am really enjoying how it's playing, and I really hope you guys are. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, how you find this team, if you're enjoying it or not. Maybe you're not enjoying it so much, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. But we have our next opponent of the day, Alan, running a team of Gardevoir, Incineroar, Landorus, Tapu Koko, Suicune, and Tyranitar. And I'm sorry if you can hear sirens in the background. I have to have the windows open. It is so hot here. Today it is like 30 odd degrees, and there's no way I can sit in this little studio room that I record in with the windows closed, even though I've got a fan on as well. It's just so warm. So I'm sorry about the background noise. I will try and cut it out. And if you haven't heard it, just ignore that whole sentence. Right, so what we're going to do here. Again, is Yanmega good? We've got Trick Room, Tailwind options on the team. For Gardevoir and the Suicune providing support. Kartana going to be good again, but we need to play it a lot better than we have been playing it. I think I'll go Hitmontop. I think I'll go Yanmega as a lead. I do want to bring Charizard, and do I want to bring Kartana? Kartana could be good. The Koko is going to be a bit awkward to deal with here, and maybe we don't go Kartana and maybe we go Rotom instead, because Rotom gives us a bit more flexibility with speed control with the Electro Web, especially against the Koko, and it still hits the Suicune and Incineroar and the Tito for decent damage with those electric and water type attacks. So maybe that's a better option, as much as I would have liked to have brought Kartana. And I always feel like bringing your Mega is one of the things you want to do. Maybe sometimes we have to learn that it's not always the best thing to do. Maybe sometimes it's better to leave it on the bench, but your Mega is normally your strongest Pokemon, so it's unless it's a really bad matchup, it's always going to be something that you want to bring to the game. Right, my opponent coming out, we're going to see Gardevoir and we're going to see a Suicune. So, I mean, what are we likely to see here? We could Tailwind. This part of me as well thinks the Suicune switch out and Incineroar come in. It would make a lot of sense, and God of War just protect. Which makes me want to just Bug Buzz into the Suicune slot. We could say a Tailwind from the Suicune. So many options. And like, this is why this lead's like really problematic. We just got to make a call and just stick with it. I think we go Fake Out into that Suicune, into the God of War slot, and we Bug Buzz. We could Tailwind as well. Yeah, let's Tailwind. I feel like that's not a bad play. We can Tailwind. So God of War going to stay in. And if the Suicune decides to Tailwind here, then we just match it. If it decides to go Icy Wind here, we cancel it out. So we will Fake Out the God of War. We'll go for the Tailwind with Yanmega. And we'll see what the Suicune decides to do. It's going for an Ice Beam. We take it. We should do. Yeah, we do. Okay. That's good. We get a speed boost. Right. The Guardi probably protects here. Everything in my bond says Guardi protects, but I want to Helping Hand Bug Buzz it as well. I think I'm going to just do it. Yeah, I'm going to just do it. Probably wants to set Tailwind up. Doesn't look like any Protect's going to come out. We're going to get a Helping Hand at the top. No! It's happened. We might just see the this Suicune match the Tailwind though. That's the other option here. So we don't know yet. It probably takes the Yanmega down though. But Yanmega can't help itself. It needs to go for this Savage Spin Out. And I'm pleased as well. We've got to see it quite a few times this week. There was a little part of me that was thinking, how much are we going to actually see this used? It does nothing. We need the Helping Hand in that situation. It was Skull coming out into the Yanmega. Okay. I mean, this gives us a free switch into Charizard. Or Rotom as well. But I think Charizard's probably the better option here. Because we can just go Char X and just attack into the God of War. Switch out. Hitmontop into Rotom. I don't think we see a Hyper Voice here. I'm just going to go for a Flare Blitz into the God of War. Maybe my opponent hasn't brought Incineroar. It would seem very unlikely though. But maybe this is where we see Landorus or the Intimidate come in for sure. And it's always nice if the physical attack is going to come in to get our Intimidate user out of here. This God of War is going to be a bit of a problem though with Fake Out support to deal with. It hasn't protected so far though. So there's the switch out. There's the Tapu de Coco coming in. Alright, we don't mind this too much. If this God of War doesn't protect, it's gone. Has to protect. Well, it can't protect. It protected last turn. There's no Intimidate coming out. We're going to say goodbye to God of War. Farewell, Guardi. Even though you've got a lovely dress on, we have to burn it, incinerate it, and put you down. Okay, so we do take it. Now with the Electric Terrain up as well, it really helps Charizard out massively. We've still got the Tailwind up as well. So if that Suicune comes in, it's going to be Incineroar. It's going to cycle off and Intimidate. What do we do? I think we switch out Charizard, cycle in and Intimidate. We'll protect Rotom. Because we're going to get faked out into that. Did we get faked out into that slot? I mean, do we see the fake out into Rotom? I don't know if we do. I think we probably see a fake out into Char X. I'm going to try and get a cheeky Electro Web off. The only issue here would be if we see fake out into the Rotom and then a Gigavolt Havoc into that slot as well. That would be bye-bye wrong, because that fake out chip would be enough probably to put it in KO range unless we get like a really low roll. So that's a fake out. Where's it going? It's into Hitmontop. That's good. We get the Electro Web off because we're faster anyway, and then we get it even faster because the Electro Web's dropping the speed of these two Pokemon. Tapu Koko's still going to outspeed both of us. We're just going to see a Thunderbolt into the Rotom slot. Oof, critical hit though. Come on. We do not need that. We do not need that. We really don't need that. I'm going to just Hydro Pump into the Incineroar and fake out the Tapu Koko. We'll probably see the Incineroar switch out into Suicune, so we could have potentially Electro Webbed here. Oh, that critical hit is horrendous. Because Rotom's quite important. Okay, so we're just going to see Koko Protect. We'll be able to get at least a Hydro Pump off into the Incineroar. Not quite enough. Rocking a Berry. Probably goes for a knockoff, I imagine. Yeah, into Rotom. He knocks off our Berry. Still got one? No. Okay. Koko definitely goes for a T-Bolt. Do I just close combat the Incineroar? I mean, it could go for a Dazzling Gleam as well. I think on the chance it goes Dazzling Gleam, it would make sense to, because you chip the Rotom enough and then you do decent damage to the top. I'm just going to do this and try and get another Hydro Pump off. Okay, we're going to see the Suicune come in. And this is a smart play from my opponent. Just because it does mean that they can... Yeah, and there's a Dazzle. Okay, so we get at least another 10, but the Electro Web here would have been even better for us because it would have meant that we're going to be outspeeding the Koko the next turn. That's not doing anything to my opponent. We can go for an Electro Web, and I think probably we go for a close combat. Yeah, a close combat into the Suicune. There's a Volt Switch. It's going to be into the Rotom. Oh, it's into the Hitmontop. Okay. I really don't get that, but that's fine. I guess expecting probably a Protect to come out there. They're going to double the Hitmontop, maybe. Intimidate coming out. I'm going to get an Electro Web off though, which is always good. Scald coming out into... Ooh, Rotom. Okay, so we're not going to get the Electro Web off, but we do get Char in. Unintimidated. Which is always good. And get a bit of damage onto this Suicune. We have to contend with a Fake Out though this next turn. And hopefully, the Electric Train does disappear, which we don't like. But we have to protect Charizard just from the Fake Out that's blatantly coming out. And I'm just gonna close combat into the Incineroar here. If we can get a close combat off here, this might... Yeah, Fake Out into the Charizard. We're going to see Tailwind. Not so good. Definitely not so good. I don't think the close combat takes down the Incineroar. Not -1. No. But maybe a helping hand, Thunder Punch, gets the Suicune. I doubt not from this range. I don't know. I really don't know. Could we? It probably doesn't, does it? We're unintimidated. It might do, you know. Let's go for it. Let's go helping hand. Thunder Punch into the Suicune. So now we're going to switch out. We're definitely getting the Suicune this turn, regardless of what happens. So that's good. So, let's see. It's going to go for a Scald. Can't burn us, but it might try and take down the Hitmontop because of the drops that we've had. No. Okay. And we haven't seen a Z move yet, so you've got to expect it is on the Coco. Is the Intimidate coming out? Okay. No Tailwind anymore, is there? One turn? 2 turns of Tailwind. The only thing I could think to maybe do here is if my opponent expects the Charzard to protect, and I go Dragon Dance, and I go Close Combat into the Incineroar, we could maybe get away with this win. Fake out into... Oh, Charizard, no! Okay, top goes down for sure to this. Oh. Wasn't much else we could have done there, like we could protect Charizard. But now I think we lose either way because yeah, there's nothing really we can do. Like the double up, yeah, and the Dazzle. The Dazzle alone will probably be enough to take us down. My opponent here, even when the Tailwind Pit is out, probably goes Z move now. How you wish we had Earthquake. We just, I think, Flare Blitz. But like, Flare Blitz, if we get the Flare Blitz at all, I don't think we will. I think it's single target Dazzle probably takes us. Yeah. And good game to my opponent. A little bit frustrating there, because I think that is a game we could have won. We just didn't capitalise on that one turn with Rotom. And got that extra Electro Web off and expected the Incineroar to switch out as well. It's a little bit of a shame. So we're finishing up the week with 3 wins, 3 losses. Not great, 50% win ratio. Not really where we want to be at all. Every day has been 1 win, 1 loss. But we've got a lot to look at, and that's the big thing. We've got a lot to look at and move forward with and make changes. So next week we want to be aiming for about 80% win ratio. 70-80, that's where we want to be. So we've got to make a 20 to 30% jump, and that's what we'll aim to do. So on Sunday, don't miss it, guys. This Sunday, 7:30 PM. It's going to be our new thing going forward. We're going to do team builder, team review, team builder, team review. So this Sunday is going to be the team review episode where we're going to look back at this week's games. We're going to pick apart the team, where we can improve it, where our matchups could be made a little bit better, a bit easier, what's performed well, what's performed not so well, and so on. And make changes going into next week. As I said at the start of the episode, your opinions and thoughts are very much appreciated, guys. So let me know in the comment section below, and I will take those into consideration for the episode on Sunday. And we will make some changes, and then we'll go into the next week with all guns blazing. But on that note, guys, have an amazing weekend. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves, whatever you're doing, whatever you're up to, just have a great time, have a lot of fun, and we will see you on Sunday for an episode of our School of Hard Knocks Team Builder, which is our new thing, but it's going to be our School of Hard Knocks Team Builder review episode. So it'll be episode number 2, but it'll be the review part. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves, have a great weekend, and I will see you all very shortly. So until then, guys, take care and bye bye.